Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. My mama is magic, always was and always will be. There is one phrase that constantly bubbled up from the lips of her 5 children. My mama can do it. We thought my mama knew everything, believe she did, as if she were born full-grown from the Encyclopedia Britannica. My mother always told me, if you ever become a rock star, do not smash the guitar. There are too many poor kids out there who have nothing, and they see that when all they want to do is play that thing, boy, you better let it play. If she ever starts in on one of those lectures, your best bet is to pull up a chair, Chief, because mama don't deal in the abridged version. Sometimes I feel being a mother isn't easy. Like, it's not easy to watch all 5 of your babies suffer on spoiled milk from brittle breasts in a home wrapped in a hefty bag tied tightly around each one's throat. We are all quietly suffocating under the misconception of what happened that Wednesday. Wednesday, June 2nd, 2001, is a day that still haunts American families. It was the day that Andrea Yates drowned her 5 children in the bathtub of her home. Although this crime is unforgivable, it brings to focus the difficulties of being a mother. Philosopher Osho once said, when a child is born, so is a mother. The woman existed, but the mother did not. The poems guiding us through a mother struggle include a poem from the view of Andrea Yates, as well as poems by authors Buddy Wakefield, Andrea Gibson, Shalelle Freeman, Drake McAdams, and Mary May. A program on the complexity of motherhood. My mama is magic. I can tell you stories of how she turned our run-down paint-peeled shack into a home, how she heated us with tin tubs from a kettle on the stove, poured it over us like an elixir. She taught us to dance to our own shadows, pay no attention to those grand parties on the other side of the tracks. Make your own music. The idea of becoming a mother terrifies me. I mean, it's so selfish. Think of the old mothers becoming grandmothers as I selfishly take on this new title with really no idea of how to wear it correctly. So to resolve this mommy making cold feet, I've decided to get a puppy. This way, if I treat it right, feed it, and keep it healthy, I will be ready for the wonderful world of motherhood. If it dies in a week, well, we're back to the drawing boards. She looks in the mirror and feels the envy of her flat stomach. $60 a month at any given gym would still keep such blessings from the grips of another woman. And this whole perspective thing is funny, because her flat stomach is more like a curse. She worries about me so much some days it feels like I'm watching a windshield wiper on high speed during a light sprinkle, and I gotta tell her, Ma, you're making me nervous. She was born to be laid back, y'all. But some of us were brought up in a household where carefree is a stick of gum. And the only option for getting out is to walk faster. The woman can run in high heels backwards while bursting my bubble, double-checking my homework, rolling enough coins to make sure that I have lunch money, preparing for a meeting at school on her only day off so she can tell Miss Goss, my English teacher, if you ever touch my boy again, big lady, I will bounce a hammer off your skull. Mama. Each of them sat, eyes tucked curiously enough for me to give answers, and questions weren't even asked. So I say to them, today is a special day. This will be glorious. Hold them like razors, hold them like lint, like crumpled paper, but they are not objects. Just children who haven't seen God yet, who haven't been saved. So tell me what you would have done if every day you had to watch your 5-year-old play hopscotch on broken glass from your sin of night before, tiptoe on a playground with dead roses from all the forget-me-not nights when you forgot about him. My son's innocent smile was hardening into a concrete headstone. It was scaring me to see him molding into death. And they say a mother knows best, so don't you tell me that I was wrong. Mama, is magic. You know she'd always get real serious sometimes when my brother and I started feeling useless. She gave the best advice. This one time she said a tadpole doesn't know it's going to go bring her. It just swims and figure limbs are for frogs. People don't know the power they hold. They just sing and think that saving is for God. Oh, I'll never forget that one. Okay, so the puppy's still alive. Food check, water check. Oh crap, I forgot to take him to the vet. Nervously dashed into the car, dog tucked under my right arm as I frantically weaved through traffic just to paint obscene amount for a vet to tell me, your dog is healthy. You must be a great mother. Thank you, Mr. Vet! But on second thought, maybe that's exactly what I needed to hear. The woman removes her image from the mirror to park herself in front of a television set. Flicks on the news to feel her stomach toss at what she sees. Women with 9 children making enough to support one. How can they abuse this power? In a swift motion of rage, she flicks the television back on, just to stare hauntingly at the reflection it casts of her. Flat stomach. Motherhood being impossible to reach. We looked at the stars in my mama's eyes and they told us we own the world. We walked like kings and queens, even on our midnight trips to the outhouse. We were under her spell. And Mama's magic had rhythm too. When she would beat us on the heads whenever we acted up like a tribal drum calling the storm. Oh no, you did not want Mama's storm to hit. This, like Mama, seemed something that stretched on for forever. Like her smile when you told her, sorry Mom, I'll never eat chicken and cookies for breakfast again. But like Mama, forever eventually comes to an end. I know I failed at the most important task a human being can have, but I made the decision to not let my babies perish on this earth. So I lifted them up like prayers to God. One by one, I took them into the bathroom and closed the door. Do you remember what it was like when you were born? How it felt? Well, this will be so much better, the best birthday you ever had. There are angels on the other side waiting with open arms. I say this in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Each of their heads pushed into the water, making sure they don't come up to breathe this unclear air again. Luke 2, Paul 3, John 5, Noah 8, Mary 7, 6 months young enough to forget my face in their nightmares. Their names sound like scriptures I should have read that morning. Their heads like wind chimes banging against the side of the tub. I wasn't trying to hurt them, y'all. Think about are the children. The butterflies in reverse, empty cocoons of what used to be pure. I just wanted to bury them back into my body. Like butterflies. You know, I must say, you may not have done the same for your children, but a moment in heaven for them has to be better than this. The woman trembles at the sight of her own flesh. Useless as a woman she feels, if she cannot bear, then what is her purpose for life to never give it? She quivers like a storm, unexpected, lets her hand fall. Every attempt to build back up ends in another, makes her question what it takes to be a mother. It takes to be a single mother sacrificing the best parts of her dreams to raise a baby boy, who on most days she probably wants to strangle. We disagree a lot. For instance, she still thinks it's okay to carry on a conversation full throttle at 7 a.m., whereas I think, oh wait, I'm sorry, I don't think at 7 in the morning. Both agree that love makes no mistakes. So at nighttime when she's winding down and I'm still writing books about how to get comfortable in this skin that she gave me, I see rock stars on stage, smashing guitars. It's then when I want to pull up a chair, give them a snack, and introduce them to my mom. So I've had my little pup Cindy for about 7 years now. Healthy, she's become my first child and my best friend. And at night, when she crawls into bed with us, I tell her to make room, because there's some kicking in my stomach. And it's telling me I'm ready. Mama may be gone from the family and I now, but her magic will be with us forever. Sometimes I feel